It has been alleged that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is about to make a trip outside the country to an undisclosed place, but we know the place already that he want to go and relax. Now it's none of my business, so because he has been relaxing, he has been sleeping on duty. Because if he's not sleeping on duty, why herdsmen thought they by our people since? According to waiting somebody right to my people, this one large. Now, a big question we go ask ourselves: who they really run Nigeria? Eh? This one we don't want to dey bias, so because when it comes to governance and politics, we don't want dey bias. But how do we stand natural or neutral in the face of Obara? This morning, I woke up reflecting on Yalawata, Benue State. Once again, lives were taken, families were shattered, and yet they came out with a handful of arrests of people. No justice, nothing was done. It's the same recycled condemnations, more like a script that has been rehearsed for years. The same thing this young man, this activist, they do, very dark man, the same thing he said that since this thing has been happening, it's still the same way, same pattern, same everything, just the same way our um, politicians recycle from PDP to APC. That is why Bola Tinubu came out to say PDAPC, vote PDAPC. Make una dey play. More like a script to perhaps decades ago that it has been happening. Now that the Obara of has reached the front page, are we even asking the right questions? Maybe not. Is this really about herdsmen and farmers or just something deeper? When Buhari was in power, Buhari came out and said, it's a farmers and herders clash. Now, Tinubu own, he said they should go and make peace. Make peace with which people? In civilized countries, if you can't do the job, Oga, you resign. But Nigeria, Africa, now he has handed over the chairmanship of ECOWAS to another person. Now you ask yourself, a man who cannot even take care of his country is now heading Africa as ECOWAS. Then you ask yourself, where are we going to? Just 2 years in office, see what a young man, Captain Ibrahim Tore, has turned Burkina Faso to. No, yeah, Burkina Faso. This is more deeper than what we think. Who is funding these people, this massacres thing where they happen? That is where the real issue begins. The crime in Benue are no longer tragic. They are becoming cultural. And that's where the real terror lies. A society that adjusts to horror will soon start seeing gender and sight as routine. What we witnessed under Buhari tenure was terrifying, but what's happening under Tinubu is suspiciously quiet and accepted. Go to the affected communities and speak to the displaced. What you will hear is the same story with different voices. Well coordinated armed men moving with intelligence that even local security agencies struggle to intercept. You begin to wonder, how does a group of so-called headers access such sophisticated people? The colors where they carry, the materials where these guys they carry, and operate like a state within a state. They'll be operating from a state within a state. These are not just angry farmers or jobless youth or even random village criminals. So again, who is backing them? Who is supplying them? Who is giving them the confidence to act with this level of impunity? Why is the federal government so slow in dealing with them? The crime in Benue, Plateau, Niger, Zamfara, Kaduna, and even Taraba are not isolated. They are not just clashes, but patterns that suggest precision, funding, logistics, and intelligence. The kind of operation that don't just happen. Some say Fulani herdsmen, but Fulani herdsmen are not manufactured. They are not manufacturers of the AK where they carry waka. They don't control surveillance drones. Oh. They don't airdrop food into the forest. So who is behind them? Why Benue? Why Plateau? Why Middle Belt? Why the North Central? These are places with rich lands, fertile soil, and untapped mineral resources buried beneath ancestral homes. Are we looking at ethnic conflict or economic conquest? Is this about chaos or control? My people, I leave this for now. This is what we should be asking ourselves. This is what we should be thinking, we should be talking about. They said they imported them during the election. And I'll bring a proof. I'll bring the proof of what happened when FFK accused some of them. And up till date, they are still in power. You ask yourself this question. There are two people will be minister for defense, minister for state and defense. Who they be? Na Fulani men they be. Use your tongue, count your teeth, my people. It don't happen. Protect yourself. Bible way talks say wash and pray. Don't make mistake. I beg.